Everybody, I got me a new hookup, not new hookup, but a new, I hooked up a new pickup, basically. It's the Raven from M.A.S.K, the second series. It's Calhoun Burns' car, actually. And I'm very, very stoked to get this. I've been wanting to collect M.A.S.K for a while. I mean, I've been actually picking up some of the older vehicles that I did have back in the day here and there. I have like a few that at least one that I've gotten from a trade from Twisted, and a couple or a few others that I picked up off of eBay throughout the years and stuff. And then I picked up the Raven today, or actually earlier this week, so I'm pretty stoked. Paint job's not too bad. It's a Corvette, and yeah, it's pretty much complete. Comes with these little discs that fire out of the front grille, but that mechanism for some reason doesn't want to work that well, so these don't really fire all that well. So I guess I'd have to see about opening up and trying to restore it, and maybe have to load a new spring mechanism or something, or whatever for it. But yeah, it's a pretty sweet car, pretty sweet ride, rolls decently, and these were pretty huge when I was like in the mid to late mid 80s when I was a kid. Always liked these. Had a few of them. I didn't have a bunch, but I was stoked whenever my parents would get me one. I was really stoked because they're hard to come by. The price point on these were pretty expensive back then too. But like I said, this car's not in bad condition. The screws are pretty decent. They're not all rusted out. The wheels aren't cracked. The tire tread and stuff, they're not bad. As you can see, there's the Kenner Toys 1986. Yeah, it's got the driver in it. Let's get him out, check him out. See inside the car. Pretty cool. It's got cool little seat belts. You can fit 2 passengers in it. 2 M.A.S.K characters. Here's Calhoun Burns himself. Yeah, I always loved this car. And I've had it before. I got it back in the day through a trade from a friend from when I was a kid. Get the mask off. There's our hero. And you might have some buddies that complain and say like, oh, these are just stupid little minifigures, you can't do much with them. Well, just use your imagination. And for the most part, I don't think it's so much about the figures. I believe the M.A.S.K guys, they also had some kind of thing too with sort of get off subject with their masks. Their masks would have powers and stuff like that. I'm not sure what his was, but yeah, it looks pretty cool. It's pretty neat. Pretty neat detail, especially for like a tiny sculpt. But yeah, your focus is going to be more on the vehicle rather than just the the character himself. You're gonna have more playtime with the vehicle, because it's what it's all about pretty much. The vehicle, like kind of transforming from a car into something else. It does come with these 2 discs that fire out of the front grille, but like I said before, that mechanism is shot, so it's not really working. But yeah, let's go ahead and transform this thing to a plane. First of all, you pop that, and there's the turbine engine in the back, and you flip the wings over like so. Oh, if I can get it to open up, jeez. Always problems. Let's see, there we go. Okay, and it's kind of like a Harrier, I guess. It has these bottom jets, which I always thought were like guns too, or something like that, that open up. And then the front flips over. I'm just touching that little mechanism right there. And I guess these are guns. I always forget. But yeah. And there you go. And there's some decals on the side. Let's look at those real quick. That was pretty neat. A cool little targeting thing, like a computer, I guess, on their computer screen. But yeah, these were teched out rides, most definitely. But yeah, it was cool. You could go from like being on the ground to up in the air, and very, very cool. Now, if I could get that mechanism fixed, it'd be cool, because then I could shoot those discs out, which the discs, they kind of just pop out like here, all Mad Max style, with like a, you know, the buzzsaw blade, which is pretty cool. And you can cram both of them in there. But let's see. Supposed to be able to store both of them in there. And then you pull this, there's a lever back here that shoots them out, but like I said, it doesn't work that well. So, oh well. But it's still complete, so that's what's really cool. That's what's up. Let's convert it back to a car. And yeah, and there's the Raven, which doesn't want to close because I guess the seat belts are in the way. But yeah, the seat belts, didn't explain that either. Plug in. There's a little tab right there. It just plugs into that hole, or that slot. Same with the other side. And yeah, these are hella cool. And I'm probably going to just keep picking up some more. I think they're going to do a reboot. I know some buddies online and stuff like that were talking about that, but I still haven't seen the picture of it and stuff, how they're going to reboot it and stuff. But and I know they had a G.I. Joe Matt Tracker figure, you know, for the 30th anniversary that they did, or it was the 25th or the 30th, I can't remember. I think it was the 25th. But anyhow, that's a look at the Raven. Very stoked to have it. Probably going to pick up some more M.A.S.K vehicles within the future. And yeah, thanks for watching and subbing. As always appreciate it. And yeah, y'all have a good Wednesday. Thanks.